What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Trent the Truth Show. I'm your host, Trent the Truth. Whatever you're doing, wherever you're listening from, thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe to our podcast on Spotify and YouTube. It's the Trent the Truth Show. And while you're doing that, give us some love on social media. It's Trent the Truth on Instagram, TikTok, wherever you search. Real quick, today's episode is brought to you by Jayde Beauty Supply. Jayde Beauty Supply, located 2110 West 95th Street, Chicago, Illinois, 60643. Specializing in barber and stylish products. We also specialize in black-owned products. We have hair, all lengths, shoes, all sizes, and be on the lookout this spring for clothing. Located, again, 2110 West 95th Street. Hours of operation. We're open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m., 8 p.m. Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Saturday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. And on Sunday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Open 7 days a week. Jayde Beauty Supply. Make sure you stop by and frequent the business. And just like I tell you guys, if you want to be a guest, you want to sponsor an episode, you got any questions, comments, or anything you want me to address, just email me at trentthetruthshow@gmail.com. Again, that's trentthetruthshow@gmail.com. And if you're feeling good, you want to bless us, our Cash App is TrentTheTruth88. Again, that's TrentTheTruth88. Don't forget to put the $sign in the front. And for the people out there in TV land, we got the QR code on the screen ready for you to pull your phone out and make a donation from wherever you're watching. But whatever it is that you decide to do with the show, whether it's a question, comment, you want to be a sponsor, guest, or if there's something you want me to address, or if you just want to donate, we truly appreciate all of your interaction with the Trent the Truth Show. Continuous proof of that. We got another big dog out here with us. We got Talisha with us. What's going on, man?
How you
Big
feeling?
T. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Pretty good. I want to thank you for coming on. Been trying to get you, for a little while, but I know you're busy.
Yes. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you like the octopus. You got like all these things going on, hair, travel, beauty supply.
Some days I don't know if I'm coming or going. I just know I'm here.
Facts. And that's what it be about,
Yeah.
man. When I have guests, like I said, I always try to feature my guests, and highlight them. So like I said, I've been trying to get you on for a while because I see what you've been doing, and you've been trailblazing for a little while now. What had me intrigued with everything you was doing, it started, I want to say, with the sweets.
Mm-hmm.
You started doing that first, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, wow, because I knew you was doing hair, and you branched out from that. So what's been going on with you?
Basically what you said. 2020, the pandemic hit. I was doing hair part-time, working my full-time job, and COVID was scary when you got kids at home and you go to work every day and coming home not knowing, what you're gonna give them or, any of those things. So I was just like, this not gonna work. And I was booked out part-time for like 6 months at a time, just off me working 2 or 3 days a week. And I'm like, if I'm booked out for months for these 2 or 3 days, how would it be if I just went on and opened up my books full time?
Right.
And I gave it a test run, a 2-month test run, and I ain't looked back since.
You ain't looked back
since.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
And I know exactly what you mean about how heavy this shit can be.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a barber. Corona forced my hand. I was at a shop. Then they shut us down. I remember the day they shut us down. It was St. Patrick's Day, 2020. Mm-hmm. And that was the last day I was cutting hair in a barbershop. So since then I turned my garage to the shop. Blessed to be back here. 6 years coming up in May. But I do understand about that whole uncertainty part.
Yeah.
Like, because I didn't have that idea when they first shut us down.
Right.
So they shut us down St. Patrick's Day. I sat down the rest of March. I sat down all of April. I wasn't trusting that don't pay your rent shit.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't trusting that don't pay your bills and all that. Yeah, but I knew I could come up with something. So May came up with the idea, started painting and doing my little reconstructions and shit. And I've been back here 6 years.
Okay.
So I do know what you mean about just like jumping out on, faith or whatever, and just believing in yourself, doing that. That's pretty big because you used to work at CTA, right?
Yeah, I worked at CTA for almost 7 years as
That's
a
a
train
career.
operator.
Yeah.
It's a career to some, but you know.
But you said I want something more.
When you dealing with the public, it's a lot. I worked overnights, so I'm dealing with waking up homeless people at the end of the line. I might get off 30-40 minutes late because I'm waiting on the police to come get them off the train. So it's like I already been here all night. I'm ready to go.
Right.
And it just be a lot. And I've heard since the pandemic it's gotten worse. Because I was working nights because it worked with me for the kids.
Okay.
So, and they said since if I still was there, I wouldn't be able to deal with it. It's that bad now. So it's a career to some. It was a good job. I liked it. The nights was quiet. But I knew that wasn't the end all be all. Now I didn't know I was gonna be doing hair again because I did hair way back when I was in high school.
I remember.
School. Yeah. Didn't think that I would be back doing hair however many years later, but I just knew that wasn't it. Even if I went to another position, I just knew being on the trains wasn't gonna be my end all be all.
So was you trying to put hair down, or you just knew that wasn't gonna be the only thing I did?
I put hair down completely. I wasn't doing hair at all, like only my kids.
Yeah, you try to get away from it.
Yeah,
like, I don't do hair no more.
The money just wasn't guaranteed enough. You know, a job, you know your check coming every 2 weeks. Hair, you could have 10 people book, only 5 show up. Now it's like, man, I counted y'all money already. What you mean you not coming?
Facts.
And deposits wasn't really too heavy back then either. So it's like, if they don't come, they ain't losing out on nothing. You the one taking the loss, not them. So it just wasn't stable enough for me. That's why I chose the working route.
How you feel about that deposit though? Anyway, like you use booking apps and stuff like that.
I use a booking site. Yes, I charge a non-refundable deposit for your appointment. It goes towards your service as well.
Okay.
I think it helps me. It helps keep me more organized. Because when I did hair and work, I had a notebook I walked around with. I put my appointments in the notebook. And if I lose my notebook,
you fuck.
Exactly.
Right.
So it definitely helps me stay more organized. I got a set day every month when my book's open. So by that day, I know everything I'm doing for that next month. Like I know I got doctor's appointments, whatever I got going on, I got it blocked off in advance. So that way everything else that's left is for my clients.
Right. Do you feel like charging deposits and all that type of shit will turn a client off? Or you don't even care about that?
I'm not gonna say I don't care. I don't think it turned them off. I just feel like it shows a sense of being serious. Although granted, some pay deposits and still don't show up.
Right.
It just lets me know that you serious about coming.
Right.
So
because I use a booking app now, and what's so crazy is before I started using the booking app, you know, I still like to go to certain clients and shit. I mean, certain barbers to get my hair cut. I went inside Dynasty Cuts. Big Lays. He's a popular barber. Shouts to Big Lays. I went in there before I started using the booking apps. Years before I started using booking apps, and this is what turned me off about them. I went in there. It was just the barber in there. It was just him. He's sweeping the floor. There's nobody there. So I'm thinking I can just come right in and get a haircut. So I'm like, yeah, man, I'm here to get a haircut. He like, okay, man, yeah, do me a favor. Download this app. Make your appointment. And we should have some openings for tomorrow or another day.
Wow.
Yeah, but I'm looking around like...
Yeah, so I'm not a fan of having an app that people have to download because people barely be having storage and it just be too technical when it's something you got to download. Mine's is accessible via the browser. I'm not a fan of having to, do a whole app thing, but I definitely feel like it's helpful. Do you charge a deposit?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
What is your
So I use the cut, and it don't. Like I said, I use it, like you say, to help me stay organized. And I think that shit is really big. I love it. They charge me like $25 a month. I mean, it's cool, I guess. But as long as I get one new client a week or a month, I feel like it pays for itself. But that day, that threw me off. Like I that whole experience made me despise barbers that used booking apps and all that because I didn't get it back then. This was like maybe 2017, 2018. Okay. So I didn't get it then. Like, oh nigga, just take my hair because I'm for the old school barber. Just walk in, call my phone, and we could work it out. I feel like it's my responsibility to keep my books in order so that way I don't inconvenience the client. But so after that, years went by, and now I use a booking app to help me stay organized. But I don't charge cancellation fees. I don't charge booking fees and shit like that because I want to make sure that I don't give the customer a bad experience, I guess.
Now, when you went from manually doing appointments to the booking site, did your clients give you pushback? Like, oh,
Some
we
of
got to
them.
do it like this.
Some of them.
Did they still eventually book though?
So,
Or
nah. So look, this is what's crazy. That's a good question. I still got some clients that would rather just call and text me, but I help them out because they help me out. So what I mean is, clients that will call me with a specific day and time, I don't mind putting your appointment in the app. But if you call me, hey man, what you got open?
Right. That's when the problem is.
Yeah, that's when I'm gonna tell you. That's when I'm gonna tell you I got this app. You take your ass on this app and find out whatever day and time works for you. But the question I hate though is a client will call me, man, bro, what you got open tomorrow? I always give you my earliest time. So if it's today Tuesday, so if you call me, I'm gonna give you my earliest time. I start at 10 o'clock on weekdays, so I'm gonna give you 10 o'clock if it's not taken. Oh man, okay. I got 10 o'clock for you tomorrow. Oh, well, I don't get off work until 5. Motherfucker, why you didn't say what you got after 5 or some shit like that? Like, them the ones I'm gonna send you the app.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you call and you straight specific, you know what day and time you want to come, man, bro, you got any clients on this day, this time? Okay, cool, let me get that. I don't mind putting it in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
I get that.
The trouble comes in when I be double booked. Because I'll forget it because it depends on what I'm doing. I may be at the store when I get a call, and I'm not gonna put it right in the app that moment. So you know what I'm saying? I'll be double booking, so I'll forget to put that guy in, and then another client who uses the app will take that same time slot. Then it become a matter of I gotta take who get here first. Right. You know, so but I fuck with the apps now though. Yeah. You know, it helped me stay organized. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Help me keep my books good.
Even with you like knowing how much you make. Like that's a way too to know like, okay, I did this many cuts this week, I made this amount. You know, versus trying to pencil in or figure out how much you made.
Exactly.
It gives you a sense of that too.
Exactly. But the only downside that I hate now though is the electronic reporting. So now, you know, you can't really exaggerate your numbers no more. Right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really tell the truth now. So yeah, so that's the only thing with that. How long you been married?
I have been married, it'll be 9 years in June.
Okay. Yep. Where y'all meet at?
We met at CTA. He still works there currently. But yeah, we met at work.
Okay.
Little, you know.
Wow. Because, you know, they always talk about, like, finding love at work. And, you know what I'm saying? They say it's really not, like, the best idea. But you say...
I could see it not being the best idea, especially at a job like CTA. Because they don't have the best... Some of them don't have the best reps of being the best people. So I could see that. But prior to that, I never had, like, a workplace serious relationship.
That's actually why I met my wife.
Really?
At a job. I swear to God, it was crazy. So it's rare, but it's possible.
It is.
It's possible. So y'all met, got together, and all that shit right before you got up out of there and quit. And then so once you left CTA, you said I was going to do hair full time. And then, so I'm looking, I see that you also have expanded into entrepreneurship like all the fucking way. At first it was, I'm gonna put one foot in. Right. And now you neck deep now, so.
Yeah, so I never worked at a salon, ever. My first salon I worked at was my own. I got so many offers to people work at people's shops, and I was just like, no, I'm okay where I'm at. And I was even talking to my clients, knowing that I was thinking about getting a salon, and they was like, well, I just hope it's the same as how you got it set up at home, because I have my own little room, one entrance, bathroom, everything. We had everything we needed. So they was like, whatever you do, keep it just like this. Yeah. Which made me want to, when I did get my salon, make the suites, because I still wanted everybody to have their own personal experience. Because, you know, people deal with hair issues, insecurities. They might want to come in and cry, laugh, whatever. And they don't want to be judged by it.
That's true.
That's what made me get off into that, you know, doing the suites.
That's true. Because I get the same things. Clients, they ask me, because I'm back here, they like, oh man, Joe, you gonna get a shop? That used to be those questions in the beginning. Yeah. And at first I'm like, yeah, I don't know, because I can cut my overhead completely. Right. So why do I want to leave this? And then so now I get to dictate everything. It's completely intimate now. Clients come back here, they know it's kind of their time. Yeah. They want to come take a nap, they can. I got a bar if you want to have a drink. If you want to smoke back here, you can. It's an experience that you probably won't be able to get somewhere else. So even when I was thinking about getting shops and stuff like that, I would also get the same thing. Like, yeah, just make sure we could do this, we could do this. And I didn't think it would make sense if I got somewhere and there was something that we couldn't do there that we're able to
Right.
do back here, then I feel like I'm losing.
And then too, I wanted to separate working from home from being at home, because it was still too many expectations on me working from home. Because it's like, but you was at home all day, but I was working. That's why I didn't do the laundry. That's why I didn't cook, because I was working. Although I was at home,
Right.
I can't do both things at once. The kids get out of school. Now we hear do all over our head while I'm downstairs trying to braid. Now I gotta stop, go silently, cuss them out, tell them to sit down because I'm working. So I definitely wanted to just, separate the two. So it's a whole lot better. I don't ever see me going back home. Granted, I take clients at home sometimes, family members, if I just don't feel like being at the shop.
Mhm.
But it'll be a regular that's been with me since I've been at home. I'll do it sometimes, every now and then. But for the most part, we at the shop. We at the beauty supply if I got to. So
right,
yeah.
I heard that. So I do know. So you got the suites. You got your own beauty supply store.
Yes.
And you was a sponsor. This is the owner of Jayde Beauty Supply. And then you also do traveling, and then you do hair yourself.
Yes.
Do you feel like you overextended to some of it, or how are you able to, or should I ask, how are you able to juggle all of that? Because you're a mother and a wife as well.
For sure. I wouldn't say I'm overextended. I'm just now, all these years later, finding balance. Finally saying, I'm not doing all that. You do it. I'm gonna show you how to do it. You do it. I'm not doing everything. I'm not gonna try to be Superwoman. I'm not gonna try to do everything. This year, actually, I just got to the point of just saying, like, I ain't doing that because I don't want to, or I don't have to.
Okay.
So I definitely, at first, definitely overextended, definitely all the overs. But now, if I don't want to do it, I'm just not gonna do it.
So what made you get in? So you open up the suites. What made you say, you know what? I want a beauty supply store. And then what made you say, you know what? I want to do travel. Like, what made you branch off into that as you were successful in that field?
So with my suites, by me having stylists, stylists need stuff. They need hairspray, flat irons, weave, whatever. So I'm like, they go into the store to spend money. They can spend it with me.
Fact.
So I took one of my office room and got only the stuff that they buy and put it in the office and gave them access to buy it. So that's another additional income. But I also wanted to reach more people than just my stylists, to be able to make enough money for it to make sense. But then with me having my website, I was getting a lot of pushback, like, oh, well, I got to order online. You could just give it to me and I give you the money. So it was real technical with people not wanting to order online because you got to pay taxes, and my website keeps up with my inventory. So it's like, that's why you got to order online. But me knowing that I wanted to reach a wider audience, I knew I had to get that brick and mortar store, which is why I went on and branched off. I still have stuff at my salons for the girls to purchase, but I knew that to make what I want to make and to reach more people, they need to be able to come in, touch, see, feel, try on, all of that.
That's true.
So that's why I knew I needed a store eventually.
That's pretty good. So that's damn near like a mindset of monopolizing in a small sense. Like, I'm gonna corner this market, so I know if y'all need this, it will make sense.
Yeah.
So where I would branch off in these extra fields. But what about the travel though? Like, what made you do travel? Because you travel a lot.
I like to travel, and I'm the family member where they call and be like, "Oh, can you find me a flight here? Can you book me this hotel? Can you do me this? Can you do this?" And I said, I'm not doing that for free. I could get paid for that. I could find me an agency and sign up. Yeah. And when you call me and want me to book your trip, I'm getting paid for that. Yeah. So that kind of like fell in my lap because I do like to travel a lot. I do like to find good deals. It's like a obsession I got to just always look up stuff for no reason. It's like some type of, I don't know, I just be always looking up stuff, always finding stuff. So it's like that kind of went hand in hand.
You know what I think you have an obsession with? Supporting your people. I witnessed this firsthand. You've done business with my wife. When you was opening the suites, you had to cook some dishes because my wife was a chef. You had to cook some dishes there. You support a lot of people.
Yeah.
With pretty much whatever they're doing. I remember, like, whatever it is. I remember we have friends that serve food. I remember you was buying lunch every day, different sweets, different lunches, whatever it is, especially if you know the person, you'll support them. Yep, so sure. when you branched off and you started doing all of these other businesses and business ventures, did you feel that support?
I felt it somewhat, but not as much as I feel like I should have gotten it. But everybody not gonna be happy for you. So I understand it in a sense, but then it's like, but it's me. But I was always that support for you. So it should have been reciprocated, regardless of how you felt about it personally. So I would say, no, I don't feel like I got as much as I should have, even to this day, still.
They don't come by.
They don't come by. I had a family member tell me, I ride past your beauty supply every day.
You ain't came in.
Not one time. She said, I ride past every day. I ride past going to work.
You ain't bought no nail polish or
You
nothing.
keep your hair done.
Wow.
You got girls. I know you need something, and you ain't came in.
How does that make you feel?
Like she a hater.
So it's really not like nothing super personal.
No, she's just a hater.
And you know what though? I'll agree with that because I feel the same way about things that I'm doing. I get people, friends, I post stories. I put my reels from the podcast on stories. Now, when I take the kids to school, you like that. I post a haircut, you like that. I post a regular meme from somebody else's page. I repost something, you like that. I post my shit.
It's not even the liking. It's the
you don't see it,
it's
or
the
you
not
don't
liking. But when you see them in person, they be like, "Oh, I see you just did that," and I gotta go back like, "I ain't see you in these likes or these comments, but you see everything I'm doing. You a hater too.
You a hater.
You a hater
swear
too.
to God.
That be the
I
ones.
swear
It
to
ain't the ones
God.
that like it. It's the ones that don't like it and know everything you're doing.
Right. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So you like everything else, but when I put my shit on there, you don't like that.
Celebrity post happy birthday.
I swear to God.
But when you post something,
you want to just act like you don't see it.
They gonna zoom in. They gonna look at it in a 360. They gonna do all of that, and then they gonna swipe right on up.
Yeah.
After they done zoomed in on your picture, your shoes, your hair, your whatever, they gonna swipe right.
I've seen it firsthand.
I've seen it all. I see it every day.
I see it because I'm nosy. Being a barber, you got your phone out. I'm gonna look.
I'm gonna look. I ain't nosy like that, but if it's something like, I get bored sometimes.
Yeah.
So I do be looking, but I don't be like reading out messages and nothing like that. But I'm gonna
do all that.
Read messages.
I'm gonna do all of that. Yeah. Like if you just got that motherfucker out and I see you don't care. Oh, all right, cool. For real. Like, man, I get clients that want to pull up their banks and shit. Yeah, like.
Oh wow.
Now I give them the courtesy to act like I got something else to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But nigga, I feel like you doing something for that. Like I don't care.
That's
but
crazy.
Text messages, all that, especially when you pull up your camera log. Oh yeah, I'm looking. I'm looking. I'm finna want to see who you are. You know what I'm saying? To see what I can uncover.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, so it is real though. When you don't feel that support, you just could put them in a box like your ass is a straight hater.
It's no other words for it. You're a hater.
Straight hater. And you're a mother.
Yes.
How many?
I'm a mother of 4. I have 4 girls.
4 girls.
Yes.
Can't buy a son.
It just wasn't meant to be.
Wow.
I ain't gonna be the one to be like, I had 8 girls and my 9th one was finally a boy. It won't be me.
That's something that happened to my uncle. Rest in peace, Uncle Walker. They had, I want to say, all girls first, or something like that. And then they tried for a boy. They ended up with twin girls. Something crazy. Yeah. I think I got it the right way. Somebody gonna see it and they gonna correct me. But it was something along those lines of ending up with a lot of them other opposite sex because you want it. So are you done though?
Yeah, I'm done.
How you know?
Because I'm in control of the situation.
I heard that.
I'm in control of the situation.
You say, fuck that.
We getting older. We ain't no spring chickens.
Right.
Women, as we get older, our bodies aren't the same. They treat you like you old at the doctor once you go over 35.
Yeah, they call it
that with my youngest.
They call it geriatric.
They call you geriatric. They just treat you a whole lot different. And kids are expensive. Kids are expensive.
Tell me that.
And then at the age my kids are now, my oldest one's 14 and 12. They like night and day, but they both difficult in their own ways. So I don't want to deal with that any more than what I have to.
What kind of parent are you? Are you the parent that you had, or are you like more lenient now, or a mix of a little bit of both eras?
I think I'm a mixture of a little bit of both. I'm pretty laid back. I just feel like you got to do what I say, and we won't have no problems.
Right.
Just do what I say. Listen. Do what you're supposed to do, and I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. You don't do what you're supposed to do, I don't got nothing for you.
Facts.
That's just the way it is.
Facts. How was it growing up though? Like I remember situations where I had certain cousins who couldn't say lying. They had to say like telling stories and all that. How was it growing up for you? And then do you do the same stuff? Like, are you filtered like that with your kids?
I try to do the same stuff. As far as like we couldn't say lie either. So when my kids say lie, you just gonna cuss in my face like that, like saying lie, and it just be a lot of stuff that they do, and they don't see nothing wrong with it.
What was it about that though? Like, because I don't think so. I had cousins that couldn't say lie, but We used to say lie. Like,
I guess they just thought it was a curse word.
wow.
Yeah.
So you don't let your girl say it?
They can say it to each other, but they can't tell me I'm lying.
Right. Hell no, you can't.
They
Hell
can say it to each
no.
other, but one of them tried to say I was lying one day. So I'm like, no. Yeah. Like
It was the oldest, wasn't it?
No, it was the second oldest. That one right there, that Libra. My hands are full with that one.
You gotta knock her head between the wash and dry.
I try to instill certain things that I grew up on, like by they being girls. I don't let them wear 2-piece swimsuits. I don't let them do certain things that my mama didn't let me do, and I understand why, because it's just a lot of creep stuff going on out here. So certain things I remember from growing up, I do carry over with them.
Okay.
And certain things is like she ain't even have to do all that. That wasn't even necessary. Like she just had this rule in place for nothing. Like why I could wear nail polish till I was a teenager. Like yeah, go on get your little nails painted. Like it's just certain things. Like it just didn't make sense.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. So those are your efforts to be different. And,
yeah.
You know? So do you think you're doing a good job?
I think I'm doing the best I can. I only got about 6 grades up here, so
I think that's great.
I think I'm doing the best that I can.
I think that's great. Because see, being a parent in an era with social media and like it's way more resources of getting into bullshit than what we had. So it's like you damn near, if you blink, you'll miss something.
Yeah, is that the way these kids are raised? The way I'm big on the way you raise is how your parents are.
Yeah.
You could tell by some of the way I'm in phones, I'm reading messages, and you could just tell by the way some of these kids is talking to each other. It's like, oh no, that gotta be said in your house, because how do you even know what this means or how to use it in the right way? It's
That's
just
true.
You could just tell that it's being said around them. Their parents ain't got no filter. They doing whatever in front of them. They not trying to hide nothing. It just be a lot. These group chats, get them kids out them group chats, because them group chats.
Facts. I be on my kids' ass. They be playing Roblox, and I find out about all these little predators.
Yep.
But it's so sickening though, and it's damn near like you can't rest mentally because you think your kids is playing, having fun, and then some predator ass shit could happen with them.
The Roblox, the TikToks, the whatever it is always some type of predator doing something on something. Yeah,
that shit bogus. You damn near just. But you gotta let the kid grow up. You gotta let them have their experiences.
Yeah, I feel like I be too strict sometimes, though. I be trying to, ease up a little bit, but I just feel like no, because you're not finna grow up and get out here and act like you ain't learned nothing from me.
What would you say will make you feel like you're too strict?
Well, I don't let my kids get their devices on weekdays, and then provided that they had a good week, they may get it on the weekends.
Okay.
And then it's not an all day thing. It's gonna be from this time to this time, and then you're gonna put it up, and people be like, I should try that with my kid, or you don't.
That's what we do.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people have adopted that from me, or be saying that they gonna start doing it because they just let their kids fall asleep on their phone every night.
No, we don't. No.
Chores every day.
Yeah.
You got a chore list every day. People don't do that either. It's just a lot of things that I'm not folding on that this just not gonna ride.
Facts.
And you could tell other people don't do it, even when they have company. The company, they not helping clean up. They're trying to fall asleep on their phone. They're trying to eat breakfast with their phone propped up. Like, no, my kids don't do that.
Yeah, no, we got rules. Dinner table, phones is away.
Yep.
Bedtime, bring your phone, because Trent the only one with a phone. Mm-hmm. You charge them motherfucker in our room.
Right.
We going through the phone, video games. So now we can get to a point now where we sit in the rooms with them. Because even if you go in the room and you see that they watching a cartoon or something, you don't know what that damn thing is saying, what it's telling them to do. YouTube, like you say, it's a lot of predatory bullshit out here. Mm-hmm. And if you're not careful, if you could think you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of stress though. Like, why I gotta?
That's a full-time job
itself. That's a full-time job.
What we do on a daily, checking them kids' phones and making sure that they're not doing nothing they're not supposed to do is another job.
Right.
And if you're not doing it, they could easily get swayed into doing the wrong things. They could easily be peer pressured and told to do stuff that they know not right, but they still gonna try to do it because somebody told them to.
Just falling by the wayside. That type of shit you got to be careful about. Yeah. And that's why I was trying to ask you. You got 4 girls. So how are you raising them? Like, cause see, okay, I'm gonna ask you that, and I'm gonna give you some context of why I asked you that. You see a lot of discourse on social media is about like women dictating to men what they'll accept, who they should be. Like, you got some women, they'll say, oh, well, if you making this amount of money, then you don't qualify to be with me, and you got to have this, you got to have that. But it's like I see a lot of adult women engaging in that, and I don't see nothing happening on the opposite end. Like, you know, it's okay to expect some things, it's okay to want some things, but what are you giving? What are you
Right.
doing? How are you raising your girls?
I'm raising them to see people for who they are.
Okay.
I don't want them to let anybody buy them, buy their mindset, buy their love, or any of that. I want you to really sit down and analyze people for who they are, because they gonna show you. You're not gonna have to guess. You're not gonna have to do none of that. They will show you who they are. So that's really just see people for who they are. Don't judge nobody. Don't prejudge nobody. Race, none of that. Just always give everybody the same fair chance that you would want them to give you.
Right.
That's really what I'm big on. Like, once you see people for who they are, whether it's friendships, whatever, relationships, friendships, all of that falls together.
That's true.
Just see people for who they are. If that's your friend, they gonna show you they're your friend. If he like you, he gonna show you he like you. You're not gonna have to ask him. You're not gonna have to ask for stuff. It's just gonna happen. Just like your friend. You're not gonna have to ask your friend to be your friend. They're
That's
gonna
true.
be your friend because they want to be. So
That is true.
Just not overgive, but just always, be in the middle. Don't overgive and don't give too little.
How do you keep that balance though by being successful? Like, you know, you don't want your girls to go to school like, oh well, my mama got all this. Because you know, kids are cruel. So it's like you damn near want them to know how to check a motherfucker, but you damn near want to keep them humble,
right?
To some degree. Like, is that something you got to deal with, or?
I don't have to deal with that yet. They might be talking stuff behind my back. I haven't come across it yet. My whole thing is they feel like because I braid, they need new braids every week. That's the issue I deal with. I haven't heard them like say nothing, nothing of that nature. But it's just I always want their hair done
Every week, just because. So are you teaching them how to do hair?
I'm about to.
Okay.
I've had a few braid courses and they've attended. And I was just thinking the other day, like, I'm about to teach y'all how to braid each other hair, because when all four of them need their hair done at the same time,
it's a motherfucker.
It's something else. Like, it's a lot.
I know, cause see, I ask my boys when they want a haircut. I ask them one time, and I swear to God, I don't twist their arm. They say no, I run out the room, cause it's three of y'all.
Right.
I gotta cut y'all hair, fade it, line it, razor.
And it's you just be thinking like, that's 3 clients I could have had, and I gotta sit here and do y'all hair for free, and y'all don't even be acting like y'all appreciate it. That'd be my whole thing. Like, at least pick out your hairstyle. Maybe you can pick. No, I'm done being creative. My creative head is at the shop. I'm at home. Look online and see how you want at least know how you want your hair. Like,
I gotta twist y'all hair. Yeah. I gotta twist your arm to get a haircut.
That's crazy.
It'd be hell, man.
I only got one girl like that. My other girls be on it. They know all their hairstyles for the rest of the year. My middle one, she don't know. She don't care as long as it's done. It's a good and bad thing, because I can kind of freestyle, but it's like, tell me something. Right. What if I do it and you don't like it? Or what if, that ain't what you was feeling like?
So from being a business owner of the same things that you're a customer of, how do you keep that balance when you're on either side? So by you being a business owner, you got to know what's expected of you. Mm-hmm. You got to be on top of customer service. Customers are always right, no matter what they're doing, what they're saying. Right. But you deal with that. And then you got to know, like, the customer experience. There's something that the customer should feel, or there's some kind of way that, that they should be treated to make them feel like they want to come back. How do you keep balance of both of that? Because you're on both sides. Right.
So as far as my store, like, that's a zero tolerance for me. I tell my employees, customer service is number one. We got all 5-star Google ratings, and we gonna keep it. We not doing that. We not treating people bad. The customers are not always right, but you do have to be fair and come to a common ground. Like, I'm not saying let them cuss you out, because no, you don't have to take disrespect, but still handle the situation with grace, to where it's like, okay, it didn't go either way. It was, we came to a common ground. I do have high expectations though when I go get my hair done. Because I know what I offer to my clients. I know the experience that I bring. I know all of that. So it's like, when I come, I expect the same thing or more. Right. And sometimes it scares them. They take it even longer because they trying to make my hair extra perfect, because they know no, I need that. Because I know what it should look like. I'm gonna be all in the mirror. I'm gonna be making sure you back there doing what you're supposed to be doing, because I know how it goes. So do you feel like you overdo it on one part, and do you think you get to ease up on another part?
or you keep that same?
No, I overdo it on my store because my store that's like a baby that you raising. So it's like you gotta nurture it a little bit more. You gotta just be present a little bit more versus the other one. I'm kind of like I'm gonna see how you feeling.
Right.
I'm gonna see how you feeling, and then that's how we gonna go. If you come in talking, we gonna talk. If you don't want to talk, we ain't gotta talk. So it's
That's
kind of like I don't have to. Yeah, sometimes I be hoping they don't want to talk.
I'll read. You got to read
But
the clients.
if I'm feeling like you don't want to talk, cool. I could just put on something, or if you come in working with your computer, we could do that too. But so I ain't really like too because most of my clients are regular, so they know me.
Okay.
So I don't have to be like too, overly trying to impress them because they all know who I am.
How does end of a day work or end of a work day? What does that look like? You get off work, you get home. Is it a routine or is it always something different?
I'm trying to get into a routine. I have set days where I get home early. I try to start the week off on Sundays with food, enough food for Monday, preferably as well. Um, and then I just pretty much go from there. My early days are Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I'm home. I'm picking the kids up from school. We going home. We doing homework. We doing some type of family activity. We doing something. And then they go their way. I go my way. On my late nights, they probably sleep when I get home.
Right.
So everything is probably already done by the time I get home.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So everything is pretty much structured. My whole life is organized. Every minute of the day is accounted for. I know what I'm doing every day from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed every single day.
And that could be good, but it could also be like the monotony of it. That shit can get so draining.
Mm-hmm.
And do you deal with that, or how do you?
Because in the morning, I'm looking at my braid schedule. I'm looking at my store schedule because I work in my store as well. So I'm looking at my braid schedule. That's clear. My work schedule, I might have to work my store, or I might not have to do, or I might have to go clean my salons because I'm a salon owner. Might have to clean, restock, whatever. It's always something that I have to do. So it can be a lot.
And then you got 2 suites, right?
I have 2 salon suites, yeah.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. And they both on different sides of town, so one is over here, one is over there. So I still have to check in with them, make sure that they got everything they need, they paying they rent, whatever. But it's a little bit easier where I'm at because I'm there every day.
Okay.
So I know the immediate need versus they might not say nothing to me till they down to their last piece of tissue. Like, oh,
right.
Tissue. Versus I know because I'm here. So I do have to be more proactive with that one because they're a little bit younger over there. So they don't really communicate like they should.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are your experiences with the suites though, dealing with your self-employed people? Are they be on top of business? Is it more of a pain in the ass dealing with them, or is it like is it a breeze? How do you find your people? Do you care, or you just want to fill spots, or
I feel like it's a breeze. It could definitely be a pain in the ass depending on who the tenant is.
Right.
I haven't had too many bad experiences. I had to put a few people out.
Yeah.
Just due to different non-payment. One girl thought it was the club. She thought that it was just a turn-up spot all day, every day. All different reasons. But aside from that, it's been pretty much a breeze. Where I'm at, I've been there almost 4 years. A lot of my girls been there just as long as I have.
Okay.
So I have a few new ones that joined me last year, but for the most part, they don't leave. For the most part, they all pretty much stay. Or if they leave, my goal is for them to, when they leave, you go somewhere that's your own. Right. I'm not a fan of shop hopping and going here and going there because this person got better prices, or this person got nicer floors, or this person got that. Like when you leave, I want you to leave and go get your own stuff. I don't want you to leave just because you wanted to leave.
Right, so making a lateral move. That's really
the goal. Like when you leave, go get your own. So I'm trying to set them up and help them to eventually, if that's their goal, because some don't want it. If that's their goal, to try to put them in a position to do that.
What is it looking like? Or maybe credit repair? Or
credit repair. This past weekend, I gave them a free photo shoot. They got free headshots. They were allowed to bring their clients to do client photos. Once they get their pictures back, I'm gonna get them free business cards, and I'm gonna help them revamp their website. So that's what we're gonna start. Because as a business owner, if you do hair, you at least need headshots. You at least need some type of professional photos.
Right.
And then you need business cards. Everywhere you go is, do you got a business card? I hear it all day in my suite. They ask the people they got business cards and they don't got none. So I don't want y'all to feel like y'all just paying me every week, making me rich, and I'm not giving back into y'all, which it shouldn't matter because most salon owners don't care. But I'm not most salon owners. I do want to pour back into them and make sure that they getting what they need.
Right.
Unfortunately, I have 15 girls and only 4 showed up. But you can't say I ain't never did nothing. It was a completely free event.
Why do you think they wouldn't show up?
Well, for one, you had to be current on your rent.
Oh, all right. Well, shit, that cut half of y'all.
It cut a few out, not that many. Maybe one. It cut one or two people out, but it wasn't a ridiculous amount either that they was behind. That I felt like if they wanted to come, they could have just paid to come. Now the others, I honestly don't know.
Right, because it's weekly,
Yeah,
or you do
it's
monthly.
Weekly every Saturday. I don't know why the other ones didn't show up, honestly.
And this is something that they should be used to if they coming from a shop. Blueprint was, I remember, the last shop I was at, Blueprint was $150 a week, and shit, every Saturday.
Yeah.
And it was almost then like around the same clock time, about 4-5 o'clock. Ty was finna hit all the stations, like, man, what's up, Joe? You know?
Exactly. So the I forgots and it's like, how you figured you been here all this time? You should know Saturday. When you wake up Saturday,
exactly,
I gotta pay her this rent. Like that should be one of the first thoughts on your mind. But I deal with a lot of grown kids.
That shit is crazy.
I deal with a lot of grown kids.
And I think they do that shit on purpose.
You think so?
Because you don't forget that you owe somebody.
Right.
You are self-employed. You in this field already, so you probably coming from a salon or a shop, so you know how the game goes. Like, what would make you think?
I feel like it can be too, though, especially when Saturday come and you got 10 clients in the hallway waiting to get their hair done. How you forget to pay me?
Because you locking the door.
You got 10 clients in the hallway. You got your money. You had your money Friday. If you got it Friday, just give it to me Friday. Why would you wait till Saturday?
Right.
When you know you're going to forget. You can just give it to me Friday. It ain't going to hurt to give it to me a day early.
Right.
That way I'm out your house for next week.
So then you just lock the doors on them, or
so so they have, if they don't make any communication, rent is due Saturday. I'm pretty lenient. I'll give them till Sunday. Monday I need my late fee. Tuesday, if there's no communication or arrangements made, I'm locking your door.
And they don't have a key, or
no. So we got smart locks, so I can lock it from my phone. The only thing is I have to be present to re-establish your connection.
Right.
I might have clients. I might be out of town. So you got to wait on me. And I'm at the door right now with my client, Will. You should have let me know when you was going to pay your rent. Like, don't rush me now when you said nothing about making your payment.
And you damn near feel like you got to be this way, though,
yeah.
Right?
I don't want to be, but it's like, you going to keep walking past me and say, you ain't going to say nothing. I got you next week. I got you this. You ain't going to say nothing. I'm going to lock your door. Make you say something to me.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you did say you were married since 2017. So that's what 9 years? 9 years. Yes. We know Valentine's Day just passed. So for the seasoned couples, is that something that you and your husband still get into, or is it? How do y'all handle the quote unquote cheesy couples holidays like Valentine's Day, Sweetest Day?
I'm not really, I won't say I'm really big on Valentine's Day. I just like some good food and some wine or something and just to chill, because I don't like to be around a lot of people.
Okay.
So I don't want to be in a restaurant with hundreds of people. I don't want to be nowhere where it's just overcrowded. So just, it could be roses, food, something small, but it better be something.
Right, so he can't not do nothing.
Can't not do nothing at all, but you got to do something.
I tell niggas that, like, man, they come up with all kind of excuses to knock the holiday. Oh, yeah, that shit fake. It's man-made. Yeah, but
yeah, it's the simple effort and thought that counts about that.
I tell people, effort is free.
Yeah, it's like you love me. Show me you love me.
Even if it's on the cheesiest shit, just bring me some candy. Show me that at the very least, I'm worth what the world is worth. Yes. The rest, like, damn, buy me a little fucking chocolate, or
because if you don't, when you get on Facebook, they gonna make you feel like that person made you feel.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they ain't get you nothing. They ain't do nothing with you. They ain't the one for you. So you definitely wanna.
But lately though, it's almost been seeming like the holidays have been getting hijacked into where niggas is trying to get Valentine's Day gifts, and the women, they want to be celebrated on Sweetest Day. Like,
I like that.
You like that?
I like for us to do both on both days. I don't feel like one day should be for one person. I feel like we should both do something for each other on both days.
That ain't bad, but it's still like, damn.
Because technically, Sweetest Day ain't on the calendar, so I don't got to do nothing for you on Sweetest Day. But if we gonna celebrate it, we gonna do both of us.
They say it's some Midwest shit.
Yeah, because my mama in Georgia, she like, what is Sweetest Day?
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, it's really more man-made than Valentine's Day. I would like to do both. I don't think he likes to do both, and that's fine. It's just me. I would like to do both just because you my sweetie, and I love you on both days. So it's like, why is it just for one person?
Do you get into gift giving and stuff like that?
I do.
You big on that, like?
I'm not gonna say I'm big on it, but I listen. I listen to what you might say you like, or just look. It could be anything. But I ain't gonna say I'm like over the top. Like I'm not gonna give you 40 gifts for your 40th, nothing like that. But I'm you know, it's gonna be. I'm gonna get you right.
We gonna be good.
Yeah, we gonna be good. You ain't gonna be mad.
Oh shit, that was funny. That was funny. So I mean, back to everything that you involved in. You know, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 financial businesses or obligations, 4 children, a husband, and then you got yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Are you even able to put yourself on your plate because you got so much shit going on? And what do you do in your spare time? How do you handle your mental health? I know you be going crazy or overwhelmed, or you be like, fuck this shit.
My spare time, I like to sleep. I feel like sleeping just make everything go away.
Oh,
At least while
wow.
you sleep.
The vampire.
Yeah, I like to sleep. I go out to eat by myself sometimes, just to, just unwind and just not have kids calling your name or whatever it is that's going on. But I'm about to start having cheat days, ditch days rather, every
Right.
month, where I go and do something. While I'm not working in the store, I'm not doing hair, I'm not doing pickups and drop offs, I'm not doing nothing but stuff that's for me.
Right.
And I'm about to start that next month. One day a month, I'm gonna have a ditch day.
Are you concerned about the guilt feeling of it though? Because that's something I deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm having to tell myself, look, Trent, it's okay to take yourself out for lunch. Like, I still will feel bad if I don't come through in the door with something for them,
Mm-hmm.
or I don't know. It's hard to, because you complain when you don't have time for yourself, but it's hard to just stay thinking about yourself and doing things for yourself. But you say you're able to keep that balance.
I don't think it's guilt that I feel when I do stuff for myself. It'd be the guilt of not being at home as much as I would like to. I don't think it's me doing things for myself, because I'm gonna go eat and then hide all the stuff before you get in the car. So I definitely don't be feeling. I'm gonna have my Chick-fil-A cup. I'm gonna have the bag and everything. Y'all ain't even know I ate. So I don't say I feel guilty about that. It's just I would like to be home more.
I heard that. It's I feel like it's a culture shift with in social media and everything, where us as African American, Black people, whatever, we kind of getting on top of things, so to say. We going out more, we're buying ownership.
Mm-hmm.
We get into a lot of things more, but it seems like we have a problem being corrected. Is that something that you've noticed, or
What you mean?
like it almost would seem like you can't tell people nothing? Like, people will feel like they above reproach sometimes. Like, I don't know, and it's hard because you want to let people be them. You want to let people do their own thing, but how do you balance just that life of trying to help people, trying to correct people, or just letting people just do their own thing, noticing the ones that you can't tell nothing to?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you deal with that? Like, is it something that you balance with, or
I don't really tell people what to do.
no? You don't try to, like, in a way to help them, not necessarily
I'll
boss them
advise
around,
them,
right?
and depending on how they receive it, I'm done. All I'm gonna do is try to advise you. If you're not trying to really receive it or trying to hear what I'm saying, or you feel like your way is better or whatever, I'm just not gonna do it.
Okay.
When it comes to my business, you can't tell me nothing. I don't care who you are.
You say that?
You can't tell me anything. This blood, sweat, and tears right here. I don't care what. You can't tell me not one thing. But people come to me for advice, and when I give it to them, they don't listen. So it's like, why you just waste my time that I already don't have?
Right.
Why you just wasting my time asking me something and then you ain't even listen?
Do you have any new business ventures?
I do not have any new business ventures. I would like to open up another salon.
Okay.
I would preferably want to shut down my first one because I just don't like anything about it. I would close that one down and either relocate it,
Okay.
or I will make one bigger than the two I have.
Something that I saw, 'cause I took some screenshots of what you be having on your Facebook page, and I did see something that happened at the store. You were a victim of fraud,
Yes.
and it was like not no $200-300 worth of shit.
It was a couple thousand. And I read all the comments. I saw what y'all was saying. How y'all, what's in the beauty supply that costs that much? The doors, what they take the doors. Like I seen all y'all comments. And hair costs. So to say that what you shoulda, coulda, woulda did, or how it shouldn't have happened, because based on how they look, I don't always look my best. I look like a bum a lot of the time.
Right, you don't prejudge.
So if I ever go in the store and I'm treated because of how I look, I'm gonna go crazy, because you can't judge me based on how I look. So you can't say, oh, they don't look like they had this amount of money, because I never look like I got no money, and I got it, and I spend that kind of money in the store. So it's like you can't say what woulda, shoulda, coulda happened. Yes, it shouldn't have happened. Yes, things could have went differently, but it was just a learning experience.
So when they came in, you treated them just like any other customer. Hey, how you doing?
I wasn't there.
Okay.
I wasn't even there. My cashier was there. They came in. I was actually out trick-or-treating with my kids. I get home, check my phone, my notifications, my Shopify. I said, oh, who's spending that kind of money in my store? So I pull up the cameras because I want to see how they look. So I pull up the cameras, and as I'm watching what's going on, first I pull up the receipt, and it said that they paid with cash. So I called the cashier, like, hey, did you check all the bills? And she was like, no, they didn't pay with cash. They paid with credit cards. I said, no, the receipt said they paid with cash. She said, no, they told me they were paying with credit card. I said, how did they tell you and you don't know what they actually did? That's when I pulled the cameras and saw exactly what they did. She let them tell her that they knew the system and to let them put their own information in. So they cashed themselves out. Put that they gave her cash. The register opened, she pushed it closed, and she gave them the merchandise. It was 2 girls, 2 separate transactions.
Get the fuck out of
They
here.
told her, I said, you can't go in nobody's establishment and tell them, let me see your iPad or your tablet. I know the system. Let me do this. Let me do that. I said, where can you go and do that? Can you go behind the counter at Walmart or Target and say, let me type this in. I know what I'm doing.
Right.
So yeah, that's what they do. And they've done other beauty supplies. Because when I posted it, other beauty supplies reached out and said the same thing, but they said they got them for more. They said they came in, manipulated their system, told the cashiers, let them put numbers in. Luckily, they didn't actually put numbers in, because that would have messed up my card processing system, because it would have been fraud.
Wow.
So it's a good thing that they did process it as cash, because I didn't take that loss as far as card processing. I took the loss as far as cash.
Right.
So that was kind of a good thing, because they said their stuff had got suspended.
Damn.
From it happening, because they said they came in all day doing it.
Wow.
And it was just a lot of, it could have been an inside job, and this could have happened, and that could have happened. And I read all the comments, and I didn't address anything. This is my first time even telling what really happened.
Oh, wow.
Nobody knows what happened. I always tell them a generic rundown. I never tell them what actually happened, because it shouldn't have happened.
Right. So what happened with the employee?
So that was her last day. That was her last day, because it was too many whys. Like, the register only opened up when you putting cash in it. It don't open up to put nobody credit card in there.
Exactly.
It opened up twice. And
like,
you pushed it closed.
Do you got common sense?
You pushed it closed, and then you can see on her little phone her GPS to get back to the west side on her phone. And you told me that she was using her phone to pay with her card. There was no card on her phone screen. I could zoom in on my cameras and see that.
Right.
It was just so many red flags that you ignored, and you allowed it to happen.
Do you think it was some collusion in there?
I don't think so.
She was just silly.
Yeah, I don't think I'm not going to say I'm sure, but I don't think that she's bright enough to do nothing.
No, I get that. Yeah. Damn. So, okay. Have you changed operations going forward?
Absolutely.
So
I didn't have a rule book, a written rule book. It was more verbal. Everything is on paper now. Everything got to be signed off now. All transactions got to be approved by me. I don't care if I'm in Africa. You better call me to get it approved.
$15.
You better not get no personal merchandise either, so that transaction go through. She was bringing it up and handing it to them, letting them bag their own stuff up. So I said, if it didn't go through, they already had the stuff. They could have ran out the door.
Exactly.
You don't get nobody nothing until it go through. I don't give you a pair of socks till it go through.
Was the employee an adult?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Yikes. So you said going forward, so I can come in there, buy a brush, and I gotta wait until.
No, not nothing small like that.
Okay.
$100 or more. It needs to be credit card, need to match the ID, and then over 200, you have to call me.
Right.
So yeah, I had to put that in place.
Wow.
Yep.
a couple $1,000s worth of shit. So they coming out with bag.
20-inch bundles, 30-inch bundles, wigs. They got it all. All the premium hair behind the counter, they pretty much got majority of it. They telling her like, oh, we do hair. Our shop on 79th. Like, is you trying to live my life? Like, what? You got a shop too?
Right.
We do hair. My name such and such. Gave a fake number in the system and everything. Like, who is 8 o'clock at night? Who they telling her they got all these clients waiting on them? Who? How you got all these clients waiting on you at 8 o'clock at night? The clients that's finna buy this stuff. Them the only clients you got that's finna waiting on you. Like, nothing that they were telling you rang a red flag. Like, rang up nothing. Like, nothing that they was telling you was like, this don't sound right. Let me call her. Mind you, the girl called me for everything. You could be in there too long standing around. She gonna call me like, hey, can you watch the cameras? Because this man been in here for 5 minutes. And I'll call, like, I'll check it like, oh, that's my brother. Well, that's my cousin. So the fact that you call for everything and you call for nothing for that.
Man,
what was my best month financially ended like that on the last day of the month. Turned out to be the worst month. That was my highest gross month since I've been open in October. And that was the last how I ended my day on Halloween, October 31st. The last day of the month.
That was some real scary shit. Wow.
Yep.
And then I remember seeing social media is so beautiful if it works in your favor. I seen I want to say the guy Early Walker or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He posted, and it was another lady, I forget her name, but they were talking about coming in there and just doing like the whole community come to the store type of. How did that day go? And then did you know that was gonna happen? How did that make you feel?
I didn't know it was gonna happen. I just woke up one day and saw he followed me, and he was doing a giveaway, but he was like, I did all my giveaways, but I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna challenge 1,000 people to come shop at your store. Was it 1,000? No, it was 100. I'm gonna challenge 100 people to come shop at your store. I'm done my giveaway, but I'm gonna still do this for you because you're a small black business. Like, you got your kids on there, you doing your thing. So we set up a day for everybody to come out, and we didn't get 100, but we got about 80.
Okay.
Which was still a good day. That was a very good day for us. So that was a good lookout. And it's always like small organizations, sororities and stuff like that. They all pick days and just come shop, come do cash mobs and stuff like that. I just had one last Sunday actually where they came and did a cash mob. So people definitely be looking out for me because we try to support each other and we try to stick together. So I definitely be appreciating stuff like that.
Because I seen the one TikTok, that where the child will come on and say like, yeah, this is what my family member doing, and you better buy something, you better listen. I seen your ass in the background looking all scared. I say, get the fuck out of here.
The people that know me, like, you probably was scared for real. Like,
you probably was.
Yeah, and I was. It's like, that's you for real, which makes it so funny because you don't be on the camera like that.
You definitely
don't be doing stuff like that. So they was like, it wasn't even hard for you to act like that because there probably was you. I'm like, yeah, it was low key.
Daughter bringing you out the shell. You dancing on TikTok, all kind of. I say, wow.
That was a time. That's when my business was at its highest peak, and then when the fraud situation happened, it kind of like, I ain't gonna say took me into depression, but it kind of was just like, man, why me? So I kind of fell back from it, which I shouldn't, because once you stop doing content and you stop being consistent, your business reflected.
Yeah, definitely.
Because when I was active and present every day, people coming in. I saw you on TikTok. I saw you on Instagram. I'm trying to make your 25th customer. You got 25 people today because I was promoting needing 25 customers a day. They making sure I got my 25. But once I fell off the face of the earth, which you never do, you never stop staying consistent with your content, the business slowed down.
And that's what I struggle with, staying consistent with the content, because I be back and forward about like, I'm not no damn entertainer.
Right.
Like, even with the content that I do put out, you got to make sure that you learn the algorithm. You got to make sure you're putting the content out at decent times. You got to make sure you're not overdoing it to where shit gets lost.
Right.
And sometimes you got to make sure you're sprucing it up. You got to put music on there. You got to put screen effect. Like, it's a lot.
It's definitely
a lot. And then once you jump in that game, you want to be on social media. You want to be known for the things you're doing on social media. But it's like the battle becomes when I don't want to have to go full time and post them. I don't want to have to do no silly shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing no challenges and nothing like that.
I'm probably too private. I'm very private. So for me to get on social media and be posting and dancing and doing all of this stuff, it's just like, like,
You
what are
definitely
you
are
doing?
private.
What are you doing? I'm too private. I be forgetting stuff about myself.
Because even when I was going on your page, I was going on your page to look for some personal posts that you may have put up there to see, you know, if you could elaborate on them. But I didn't really see any. So I got some screenshots of some things, you know what I'm saying, that you would say, and I want to see how you feel about that. You said something like, let me go back to this. When you was talking about, and this was a couple days ago.
Okay.
You said you want to know why I win, and this was something you reposted.
Okay.
You want to know why I win? It's because even at my lowest, I have lifted up others. Now, is that something you just agree with, or is that something that's really true?
I think it's true.
Okay, and what low have you been in to where you still making sure, like, I'm fucked up right now, however, mentally, physically, financially, I'm drained, I don't know what's going on, but you say you still found a way to show up for other people.
Yeah, I've gone through all the lows. I will say I took a major loss in my family last summer, and I still had to show up. I still had to be, I still had to be a mom. I still had to be a wife. I still had to put on my best face for my store and my clients.
Was that your aunt?
Yes.
Okay.
And deep down inside, it was just killing me. She was my first employee.
Wow.
She was my very first employee, so it was like I'm dealing with that. She was really kind of like a sister more than an aunt. So it was like I was dealing with that, and I just had to bounce back into stuff. I didn't take no time off. I think she died on a Sunday. I was back at work Tuesday.
Wow.
So I really didn't, properly grieve and take no time off from that, and still have to show up for other people. Still have to, still be me. Still do whatever. So I will say that I take financial losses all the time, and if I can, people still reaching out big, and I'm gonna still try to do it if I can. So it's like I deal with all of the lows of certain situations, and I still, if I can, if it's just too much for me, I won't do it. But I still try to be the best version of me, which I'm known for always giving and always helping if I can. Even if it's knowledge, even if you want to call me and pick my brain about something, and I might not even feel like talking, because a lot of times I don't feel like talking. I don't talk. I'm not a talker. This is the most talking I've done when I became a full-time braider.
Okay.
It still shocks me that I talk this much, but yeah, I'm not a talker. So it's like now I'm kind of opening up to that. So even when I don't feel like talking, I talk, just because I feel like it's not hurting nobody.
Right. So even with everything that you just said, everything that you're dealing with, it seems like it's a lot of weight on you mentally. Like, who do you vent to? Who do you talk to? How do you let all of this stuff out that you deal with? Like, who's there for you?
I talk to myself a lot.
Okay.
I talk to my husband about a lot as well. And that's really it. Sometimes I have a few clients that have become friends, or some friends that I do let them in on certain things, but that still goes back to me being private. That's why I talk to myself.
Right.
Because I'm just too private to feel like I want to share something, because I don't want to be judged. Not that I care what they think. I just don't want you judging me.
I'll agree about the private part, because I think it wasn't until you just got here where I found out you got siblings. I thought you was the only child.
A lot of people think that.
Yeah. So speaking of siblings, what was just going on recently in the news? Glorilla was in the news for some insane shit.
Her and Brorilla.
Right, her and Brorilla was getting all of the fame and attention because she felt like Glorilla got famous, got on, got some stardom, got some success, and completely forgot about the family. And it had the world in a frenzy. Some people was feeling Brorilla, some people was on the side of Glorilla. Now Glorilla never really came and said anything about it, but people were just assuming, like, look, if you ain't helping, then why do you think you want some of the benefit? Is that something you got to deal with though? Because of, you on your way. If you ain't there already, like, you got a lot of stuff. You're successful. Like, do you experience? Do you feel the people that feel like, oh well, Talisha got it, I can just put my problems off on her? Is that something you got to deal with?
I deal with it sometimes, because people just be like, you got it, so why I got to give it back, or why, because you got it. I didn't really read into the Glorilla situation. I don't really get into like stuff like that when it be on social media, but I was seeing little stuff here and there, and it's always two sides to a story. We don't really know what's going on, but I do kind of deal with that. People always asking to borrow, asking to have, asking to do this, asking to do that because they feel like I got it and I'm not gonna miss it.
But okay, so even all of that though, you seem kind-hearted to where you probably are gonna help out when you can. But who's calling you to see if you need some shit stocked or if you need something done around the house, or are those same phone calls, you getting those phone calls too, or
Not as much as the other phone calls. I'm not, no.
right? So I mean,
No.
how do you handle motherfucker with their hand out when you ain't came, I ain't seen you in a long time, you ain't helped me do nothing, you ain't came to babysit, nothing like.
Well, I turned my real receipts on. I turned my real receipts on a couple years ago to let you know I saw your message.
Oh
And I
wow.
chose not to answer. So
Oh
that's how
wow.
I handle it.
And that's
Especially if it's always something. If it's never, hey, how you doing? It's never, here you go. Here goes some lunch. Here goes something just for always looking out. I'm just gonna leave you on red.
hey.
What you gonna do?
You gotta honor it.
What you gonna do?
Gotta honor it. I see you travel a lot. When I guess that's what has you with the travel company.
Yeah.
Where you going this year?
Well, I was supposed to go to Mexico this weekend, but we canceled that due to what's going on with the. I don't even know exactly what's going on. I just know they burning stuff up and they're not letting people in and out. It's a lot going on in Mexico, so that was canceled. We possibly may go to Phoenix instead. I'm going to Punta Cana at the end of March for spring break with the kids. I'm going to Panama. I believe St. Martin. And probably a couple of other random trips. A lot of them really just be random. If I find something, like I said, I'm obsessed with always looking for stuff. And if I find something cheap, we gone.
Are these solo trips or are they family trips? You gotta take everybody.
Birthdays are family trips, but their birthdays are family trips. Our birthdays is just us. I don't too much do solo traveling like that. As far as by myself, I would like to probably do a little bit more, even if it's just to go eat, go do a spa day or something like that. But for the most part, I prefer to take my kids because I don't got to find no babysitter.
Okay.
That way it's easier. We all gone. I don't have to worry about what they eating, making sure they're not doing what they're not supposed to do when I'm not there. We all just gonna go.
I heard that.
If possible. But it is important too to still have that alone time. If they can't always come.
Right. Because you gotta keep the marriage good and keep it all fiery and
that's
shit
why
like
I
that.
be telling people like, oh, I'm going here for my birthday. The kids coming. Would you take your kids with you for your birthday? Like my kids, they come a lot of places, but they don't go everywhere with me now. Like, come on now. I'm entitled to some alone time without my kids.
When is your birthday?
My birthday is in December.
Okay.
Yep, I just had a birthday.
So that makes you a Capricorn?
Capricorn, as they say.
Capricorn.
That's what they say.
Capricorns is crazy.
We be capping.
Yeah, y'all do.
No,
full of shit.
No, we don't.
Full of shit.
The January was Mike, but not the December ones.
December what?
22nd, first day.
Oh wow, okay. Okay.
So I've been told I act like a Sagittarius too. I don't know what that means, but I was told I'm like borderline.
What they say, you on a cusp? That's what that is.
They say I'm a Sagicorn.
Oh wow.
That's what I've been told. I don't know what Sagittarius act like, so I can't really,
Do you get into all that zodiac shit?
Not really. I'll read it sometimes. I do know for some signs certain things to be true. Because everybody that be that sign do it. So I do believe that. Like Libras be lying. I believe that heavy because I know a lot of lying ass Libras.
Lying ass Libras.
Lie for no reason.
What you think about Aquarius?
I don't know too much about
They're
Aquarius.
the best.
They're the best. My daughter Aquarius.
She's awesome.
My uncle Aquarius. They seem like they cool people, but
is your daughter a January or February?
January.
You don't trust her.
Don't trust her.
Don't trust her. I can only vouch for the February Aquarius.
When your birthday?
February 11th.
Okay, you just had a birthday too.
Yeah,
okay.
Just passed. Just
so
made
38.
38. Hell yeah. Feel old, but I'm young.
That's
but,
right.
You gotta keep yourself together. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We are aging gracefully.
Absolutely.
I know a lot of people younger than me, look older than me.
I know a lot of other races that are our age.
I saw a picture of oh my God.
The twins?
Yes.
Yeah.
They talking about something, they 39.
Nah, They 93.
They look 93 for real.
Yeah, no.
Black don't crack.
39.
Black don't crack. And that's something I was telling you before the show came on. You still look the same from high school. Like,
I don't think that.
The same. You said you had some gray, but I don't see no gray. Same face, same frame, all of that. Like, I don't see.
I don't think I look the same.
What do you think has changed?
My face has gotten a lot bigger, better.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm not gonna call you fat enough like that.
I mean, I'm not fat. I just feel like I gained a lot of face weight.
Oh.
Which makes me not look the same.
Okay.
But other than that, still slim, still same color and all of that other good stuff.
So even though we are in February, technically almost at March, there's still a new year. Do you have any resolutions for the year?
I do not. Usually we get together with the kids and do vision boards and write down all the stuff that we want to do. I don't have any goals or anything. I'm just rolling with life. I'm just winging it basically.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Why do you think is that a good method for you though?
We gonna see. This is my first year. This is my first year.
So what we gonna see?
Not having resolutions in place. And I too feel like resolutions have you like really like scrambling, trying to make sure you get stuff done.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be like that this year.
Okay.
I'm winding down. I'm on the other side of 30. The higher side of 30, where I'm not trying to like just always have to do something, or if I don't do nothing on my list, now I'm mad at the world, or I'm trying to race to do it. If I don't do it, it's cool. I always got next year. Right. God willing.
What are your that sound pretty level. Yeah. What are some of your pet peeves and breaking points like?
Some of my biggest pet peeve is repeating myself.
You ain't into that.
I don't like repeating myself like 3 and 4 and 5 times. Like if I tell you, you better write it down, make a note, do something. If I tell you my food order, put it in your note by my phone, by my number or something. Like, why do I got to tell you the same thing every time? That's a big pet peeve of mine.
You real particular too.
Yeah.
I saw you posted something like maybe a couple years ago about how you had Chipotle for the first time. I said, I know she lying. I
wish I was.
What made you avoid it?
The lines.
Oh,
it's like when stuff be trending and it be overly crowded and hyped, I'll wait till the hype died down and then I'll go.
Okay.
Every time I went to Chipotle, the line was out the door. I didn't want to. That's just nothing I'm willing to do to wait for no food to be in line out the door.
But then when you finally got it,
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
I had a burrito. I didn't like it. I must have got it made wrong or something.
Who goes to Chipotle and get a burrito?
I didn't know what to get.
You get a bowl.
That's what they told me. You should have got a bowl. So then when I went back and got the bowl, I'm like, okay, I could get with this. But that burrito, they could have had that.
Yeah, because we think about Mexican burritos. We want seasoned up good.
Yeah, and it's crazy because Chipotle is Mexican food, but you never see Mexicans in there eating.
No, that's more Tex-Mex, like American style Mexican.
They don't be in there eating. They don't be in there cooking.
Hell no. You don't see Mexicans in Chipotle. You don't see Asians in the Chinese food place.
Nope. Things that make you go, Yeah.
Like, what the hell is going on? Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. What are going out? What's something that we need to stop doing, people as a whole, as a nation, and what's something that we need to start doing?
We need to stop acting ghetto in these people's establishments. Go in these people's establishments and act like you got some sense, some type of class, some type of manners, some type of something. Leave them bonnets at home. Wear some pants that fit men. And just act like you got some sense. We already being judged by everybody else. So to go in a place and prove them right.
I hate seeing niggas in little bitty ass pants, got their ass out.
Whole ass be out.
Ass out, ass and ankles
so
is
tight.
Out. Right.
Pants too tight to pull up. You got on the 2T.
Like, what the hell? 2T.
You got on the 2T and you need some pants that fit. Like, why you got a bonnet on at a restaurant?
Yeah.
I don't like that. Or why you only got tights on? Where your pants at? Or
the see-through leggings.
Why you got on see-through leggings?
Yeah.
And a see-through top with covers on your nipples. Why you outside like that?
We just got to know how to be better.
My kids don't even know. They don't know me outside of being a mom. When I go out of town and it's just us, I dress like a hoe. But when I'm with them, I got mom clothes and I
Exactly.
got vacation clothes with my man.
Exactly.
Like they don't know the side of me that wear the whole clothes. They don't know the
Exactly.
side of me that got on the mom clothes.
Jade sweaters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Jayde, all of that. They don't know that side, and they're not gonna know that side because it's a time and a place for everything.
Facts.
So, no.
So okay. So what we need to start doing?
What do we need to start doing? Listen to this message. First and foremost,
Facts.
just I don't know what we need to start doing. Maybe I can't say we need to start telling each other because everybody be so defensive. They be so ready to fight and they don't want to listen to nothing. So I don't know what we need to start doing. What you think?
Maybe they could follow if they want to be successful. Maybe they can follow some of your plans. Like,
don't follow me.
Well, I mean, like some guidelines. Like, okay, I'm in this field, so it's like just expanding in the field. Like you said, you're doing hair, so okay, I'm gonna sell hair, I'm gonna sell products, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that.
It has to be something that you want to do though. Like, although you may be a barber or a hairstylist, you have to want to cut hair. If you don't want to cut hair, you're gonna be a trash ass barber.
That's
you're
true.
Gonna be canceling. You're gonna be late. You're not gonna show up or whatever. So it has to be something that you want to do. It can't be something that you know gonna make you money, but you don't want to do it because you're not gonna come put your best foot forward. You're not gonna put your all into it, and you're not gonna take it serious.
That is true.
Yeah, so it has to be something that you want to do, not just because I do hair, so I'm gonna sell hair, or I cut hair, so I'm gonna start selling clippers. No, it has to be something that you want to do and something that you're passionate about too.
That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. Where can they find you? Where can they reach you? What's some of your contacts? Give the address again.
The address to the beauty supply store is 2110 West 95th. We are in the Beverly area, on 95th Street. You can find me if you're looking for braids. It's Pretty Girl Braids on Instagram. PRETEE Girl Braids. And then in my bio is the links for my other businesses if you wanted to follow the beauty supply store or the suites or even book a trip through my travel agency.
Right. Which one is that? The travel agency.
The travel agency is Travel with T.
Travel with T.
Travel with T.
So that's a lot of streams. So you out here doing your thing, and I had to get you here because I wanted to just see how life was going from your point of view. I wanted to just sit you down and just pick your brain, see what was going on in that mind, the business mind, the mom mind, the wife mind, all of that. I definitely appreciate you coming in. And what else?
How many more years do you have behind the chair?
With all of these kids, I'm gonna probably be cutting hair well into my 50s. You know, but I am heavily invested. So you know, if I wake up, I check my shit every day. If I wake up and there's 3 commas, I'm retired. But I love cutting hair though. I feel like I've had jobs. I've had jobs to where, you know, I'm being micromanaged and I'm told when to go on lunch and when to go on break, when to use the bathroom.
Right.
I don't see none of what I'm doing as work. So even on, like, people be asking me about, like, man, what days do you take off? An off day to me is when I have 3 clients or less. Or unless I got like some real family shit I got going on, or something going on with the kids, or, you know, then I'll take a day off. But I don't see this shit as work.
And that's what people say to me, like, you got all of these businesses, why do you still braid? I say, I don't have to braid. I like to braid. I'm trying to cut back and, you know, lessen, you know, the days and the hours. And they like, where you going? Who else gonna braid our hair? So it's like, I don't feel like I'm at work. I feel like I'm braiding a friend hair, or, you know, just sometimes it could be therapy for me. So I don't feel like I'm working. For one, I like money. And for 2, I've spent 6 years building this clientele up. I can't just walk away now.
Facts.
That's why I braid, because it's something that I like to do. It's kind of like an outlet in a way.
I had one of my barber homies. This was even before I got into cutting hair. He told me, he said a successful barber is rotating at least 100 people, and I was like, wow. Not even knowing like how you can get to 100 people. Then when I started getting into barbering, client retention is hard. You know, just to keep a motherfucker coming back every week. You can do all of the tricks. You can pull out You can pull out the shaving cream, the razors, the pencil, the enhancements. You can do all of that shit they want, but it don't mean nothing if you don't see them again. So you got to focus on client retention, all of that type of shit. But I don't see this as work.
Okay.
When people hit me up, I see them asking me to give me money.
Now, how do haircuts go from $20 to $50?
Inflation.
Inflation.
Over time. Like, haircuts was $20 when I was 15 years old. Over time. And I feel like the barber market has always been lagging behind stylists. Like, y'all could do 2-3 heads and be done. Right. 2-3 heads to a stylist is probably like 7 to 8 heads for a barber. Right. If you had a high end, right. If you had high end prices. But it'd be a lot though. It'd be a lot. I feel like I juggle it well. Staying with the market, keeping up with the times, knowing that I had to pay $13,000 to learn how to cut your hair. Right. Because the same pair of clippers that was once $75 are $125. My blades is $50 now. So it's like I have to go up. Right. I gotta sustain this. Right. But my method is I want to stay at a price point to where I'm embedded in your budget. So I get clients, and I'm one of them clients. I've been cutting hair. Let me think. 2011, what's this, 2026? 15 years. I'm cutting at 15 years. My time, credentials, and experience can tell me I can charge whatever the fuck I want to charge. So, you see barbers out here charging $100 and all that type of shit. I could do that, but I don't want to cut the volume. Right. And then I love what I'm doing. I like seeing the people. I like talking to them. I like giving them advice, because through the ways that I help them, that's how I get my help. I get my therapy through helping them. So just from talking to them, helping with them, being available for them, that's how I help myself. And I feel like that's what keeps me going. Like I said, I could be at a higher price point, but I want to stay $50 for a haircut. I feel like that's fair enough. I want to get my volume. So I would rather take $50 and do anywhere between 35 and 45 services a week, rather than trying to nickel and dime a motherfucker charging $100. Right. You cut down half your clientele, because a lot of them can't afford it. Right.
Because it's something that needs to be done so often.
Exactly. Yeah. So now you could charge $100, but you cutting 6-7 people a week, maybe. Right. You know what I'm saying? So what's $2,000 to $700? Right. I kind of need to make all of the money possible. I don't see this as work. Clients come through, they bring me liquor. We smoke a little bit here and there. So,
and then your clients be people like, I be having doctors and all kind of people. They be having all kind of connections.
Exactly.
All kind of stuff. So they be,
Exactly. That's what I love about it.
I've come across some
the networking.
Really, the networking.
Hell yeah. Like, man, I've been able to get electrical work done for little or nothing.
Doctor's notes, all kind of stuff.
Everything I swear.
Referrals,
I swear.
Everything. So it definitely be a hand for hand type of thing. So it's like you do want to look out for your people.
I love my clients. I ain't getting rid of them. They not getting rid of me.
That part.
Even when I can't cut my clients someday, like you say, I got the clients to where they ain't going no damn well. So if I'm not available, even when remember I was saying they shut us down St. Patrick's Day. So for St. Patrick's Day, clients calling me, I'm not cutting. Right. They waiting. They not going to get no haircut somewhere else. They was waiting. So once I started back cutting in May, clients who would wear low haircuts, they got froze. Right. I could see the loyalty. Yeah. So that's what something I appreciated, and that's what let me know I was in the right field. Yep. When people when they talk to you, when they want to tell you their problems, when they want to tell you their life stories, and you can give them good advice, good sound advice, and they can take it and use it. It's all the fulfillment right there. Yeah. So I love it, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. Give me some love. You did great. Thanks again for tuning in to the Trent the Truth Show. Please make sure you like and subscribe to our podcast and YouTube channel. Follow us on social media, Trent the Truth. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you want to be a guest, email me at TrentTheTruthShow@gmail.com. Again, that's TrentTheTruthShow@gmail.com. Thanks again. Tell your friends. Watch it together.